pit stop. It's a pit stop. Pit stop. It's a pit stop. Pit stop. It's a pit stop. Pit stop.
And keeping our amazing Purple Pants podcast, Amazing Race Pit Stop coverage, Brooke and I are so excited to be joined with one half of the Philly Jawns from this season of Amazing Race, season 35. Welcome to the podcast, my good girlfriend, Andrea. How are you doing?
Good. How are you both?
I'm not happy. I'll tell you that.
Yes, I'm trying to keep it positive, upbeat, lifted type of, look, I'm still on TV. You see me, I'm still on TV.
That's amazing. Okay. I like the positivity. Happy to be talking to you.
Yes, but not in these circumstances.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I guess I gotta ask the hard questions first, Andrea. Okay. I want to know, have you had that conversation with Chelsea yet about the U-turn? I was cracking up when she was like, "Did y'all vote me out?" You was like, "No."
Mm-hmm.
First of all, I'm like, Annalie, like, why do you think that I'm supposed to tell you if I voted you off on this secret vote? I mean, everybody was just, first of all, they were spilling the beans. Morgan, I ain't vote for you. And Gary, like, no, I ain't vote for Corey. Oh, I didn't vote. I was like, go here. Why? No, didn't vote for you. Why? No, not me. Paying to my interview. Yeah, she wanted to find out on TV, just like everybody else. I couldn't believe they did that.
Hilarious. That was hilarious and perfect. I mean, if I was Morgan, exactly. I probably would have pulled the Morgan and been like, I didn't do it. But it was so fun. It was fantastic. That was a really
that was a great moment though.
So, okay. So I want to talk a little bit about last night. I want to talk a little bit about your prep for the race, but as far as last night is concerned, so let me get into the moments, which we watched last night with a couple of the teams. I have since rewatched and relive the sadness. But one of the things that I noticed, or that Brice and I both noticed because we talk about it, but your friendship with you and Milena just really like shone through. There was constant support. There didn't seem to be any bickering. There didn't seem to be any blame. There didn't seem to be any just negativity. Now, is that just because they didn't show that, or did that just really never happen? The two of you were
no. I mean, it didn't happen. We were definitely trying to keep ourselves positive because we're like, we just need to get to Cobb. Let's just get here because people they don't show you like there's other obstacles that were getting our way. There was a detour that we had to do, so that threw us off when we were trying to get to the city of Cobb. There was an accident, so we were stuck in traffic for another 45 minutes to an hour. So those other little instances, those true roadblocks, they really, throw you off. So we were just, trying to stay positive. Hey, let's just try to get to the city of Cobb to find this ferry and get on this ferry. So that was our mindset. And once we get there, it's like, well, who knew in this small behind town, they have like 4 or 5 different ferries. And why do y'all have 4 or 5 different castles? What is going on?
Where is Rapunzel? Okay, all these castles.
Too many castles. Did they tell you when you got to the castle? When you got to that castle and you had your euros and you looked down and you went, no good. Did anybody make you aware that that you were?
No, I made myself aware. Like, ding dong, honey, we got to go back down. So, but prior to that, they didn't show is when I got the clue, there was another clue in that clue box. So I was like, oh, we're not the only one that's just as equally lost. So even though we went up and I had the euros, I'm like, we're still in it because there's somebody else out there. So I come down, come on, Milena, we gotta course correct, finally find the right ferry and switch it out. And let me just say this. The ferries, they did not have the name of the ferries. It just said ferry and then the city of Cobb. So it was like, how am I supposed to know which ferry it is? And it wasn't until we're getting off the first ferry that we got off, and we're like, is this, do you have the coins for us? Yeah, I got the coins for us. Oh, okay, you got the coins for us. Great. This is the ferry. Then we're like, all right, did you see any other teams? No, I ain't seen no other teams. Oh, that means we're number 1. Hey, what we were talking about. Why you going along with this? Why you going along with this? But you know what? I'm gonna put the onus on me. I'm gonna put the onus on us. That's why you gotta read your clue. read it once, twice, 3 times, 10 times, because it said we supposed to get a bag of Witten. Why am I looking at my hand? I got a bag, I got €3.
Brooke always says on our podcast that you need to read the clue. I know that through watching Amazing Race, we learned that you and Milena became friends through going to school at Westchester. What did it feel like going back to Westchester during homecoming and being celebrated by your school? I loved watching it on Instagram, but how did it feel to you to like go back to your school and be like, I made it?
Yeah. So it's actually Kutztown University.
Kutztown.
But that's fine because we're all in Pennsylvania. But it was a great feeling. Like everyone was like, "Oh my gosh, the Philly Jawns," and I'm like, "Oh wow!" Like I really didn't realize how many people actually, was cheering us on and watching the show. They're like, "I never watched it before, but I knew that you were from Kutztown and you was alumni, so we watching it." I'm like, "Okay, this is great," and everybody's like, "We're gonna show you your flowers." It was a really great and touching feeling. And let me tell you, Kutztown, they rolled out the red carpet for us. I said, "Oh."
I was watching. I saw that weekend because if you don't know, you need to get on Andrea Instagram because she gonna let you see everything. Okay, on her lives. I live for it, and I absolutely love seeing you guys receive your flowers. It was amazing.
Yes, it was. It was a great feeling to go back and just to receive all the love.
We saw that you just said that people who never watched before knew you were from Pennsylvania and they came in to watch. Were you and Milena, were you guys fans of the race beforehand? Had you seen a lot of the seasons, or was this something that was new for you and an adventure you just decided to take on without seeing it all first?
Right. So I started watching The Amazing Race since season 1. So I'm the super fan and I've watched every season. Once I went to school and met Milena, I'm like, I reeled her in. I'm like, hey, if I'm watching the show, you watching the show with me too. So that's how I brought her along. And then she started liking The Amazing Race. And then that's where I was like, hey, well, while we're in college, let's apply for The Amazing Race. So that's when we first originally applied, was while we were in school, applied, sent the video, didn't hear anything. We applied again right after college, after we graduated. There was an open casting call in King of Prussia. We went up there, waited in line for like 3-4 hours. Finally get to the front of the line. They only asked us like 3 questions. What's your name? Where you from? Why you want to be on Amazing Race? Did that. I'm like, we waited 4 hours in line for 30 seconds. Did that. Didn't hear anything. 15 years later, it's post-COVID. Things are opening back up. I'm like, hey, let's just apply again. Applied, submitted the video, and Milena was the one that got the phone call. So 3 times is a charm, I say. Or just because the door didn't open that first time, keep on trying.
Right.
I got you one beat. My brother and I actually flew to Houston once.
Oh wow.
To wait in line to be asked those 3 questions.
Well, see, exactly. By any means necessary. Exactly. By any means necessary.
Now, y'all got me in trouble, Andrea, because now when I'm at work and my supervisor is like, do you have your report that's due at 3:00? I'll be like, out of towners. Did you guys know that you saying out of towners would take off like it has? Because the people on the Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter love y'all out of towners.
I'm using it.
I didn't know. So Milena was the one that first originally started, and then it just started picking up steam. I didn't know people loved it that much, and it's like it's a nice, fun way to say, hey, you know what? Can you not saying like, hey, move, get out my way? Right. Like, no one wants to be rude or ignorant in a foreign country, so I'm gonna put the onus on me. Hey, I know I'm not from here. I know I'm darting in the middle of the street trying to do this challenge. But don't run me over because guess what? I'm out of towner. Like, don't fault me. That's what's basically saying. So, please grant us some grace because we're not from here. And I mean, who knew? You're right, Brice, because I see it all on social media. Like, I'm like, oh wow, I knew folks really liked, out of towners.
Yes. I use it in my everyday vocabulary now. Okay. I ain't text you back. Out of towners. Okay.
It's amazing. So since you guys were such fans, is there anything, I have so many questions, but is there anything that you really wanted to do that you're excited that you got to do, or any place you wanted to see that you're excited you got to go, or any place that you wish you'd gotten to see that not necessarily where your season goes, but the place that you really wanted to go, whether you got to go there or not?
Well, I wished during the race, well, the time that we had on the race, I wish that, especially when we were in Germany, I wish that we were able to do like manual driving versus automatic. I'm like,
I was gonna say that's not a stick shift.
me and Melena spent plenty of time training and learning how to drive manual stick. Like her cousin,
you should.
He had like we learned, like we were ready for that. Like bring it, because I've seen previous seasons people breaking the clutch and somebody else got to jump in the car and move it for no. We were ready for that, and only for us to get automatic car. I'm like, ain't this about a?
Who would you say is
like,
the better?
So
who would you say is the better stick driver, you or Melena?
I think so. As far as the initial set off, I'm good in the initial set off.
Okay.
She's really good in if you're doing manual switching from like the first to second gear, that transition. But the initial, when you got to come out and start, that's me. That's me all day, every day.
Okay. And that's where it matters, because you see them teams that be in the parking lot like,
right, circ and jerk. Like, come on.
They be like, out of towners.
So, of all of the teams that were on the race, are there any teams or any people that you're really looking forward to, like going out and having a drink with? Or is there anyone that you'd like be really happy to never see again?
Trying to start drama.
Okay.
You don't have to answer that one. You don't have to answer the negative. But is there anyone that you didn't expect
actually,
at the start line to love?
I feel like our team, our group of 13 teams, we are really, I think it was one of they did a great job casting. Like, we all really get along. I would say the one team that I would really look forward to, and at least that Melena and I really like connected really well with, was Todd and Ashley. Like like those are road dogs. Like we love them. I mean, not to say I don't love all the other teams, love them dearly as well, but those are our road dogs. And maybe because, we're more seasoned and, they're old, maybe because of that. But yeah, Todd and Ashley, I love them. Greg and John, love them as well. And what I wish they showed on the race in Thailand, when we were leaving from LA to Thailand, in LA, we damn near spent all our leg money. And I was like, oh shit, we over here like, let's go get something to drink. I'm like, wait a minute, this is our leg money. Oh shit.
Not
and
the leg money
not
on
have
drinks.
Enough money to pay for our taxi in Thailand. And Greg and John allowed us to borrow money. So like we could have easily been out, but they allowed us, they gave us money and we paid them back. We're like, thank you. So that when it came time for the U-turn, we're like, we're not U-turning Greg and John. Nope, that's off the table. We will never ever do that because they looked out for us.
Did you stop using your leg money for stuff?
Wow. Lesson learned. We learned that real quick. So after that, I was like, we ain't buying nothing. Melanie was like, nope. If it ain't for taxi, we ain't doing nothing. Oh, I was tight with that money after that.
That's right. My partner was mad I wouldn't let him get anything with that money. I have one more question. So when, unfortunately, last night you got what we call eliminated.
Yeah.
And Phil showed up on the course. I don't want to say what was the feeling, because the feeling was, I can only imagine.
Yeah.
Not good. But what went through, I guess, what happened next? What went through your head? What went through your mind because at that point you don't get to finish the leg of the race.
Right,
but
exactly.
You two still seem so positive with each other and just so supportive. What happened when the camera stopped rolling, I guess is my question.
We were sad. Like even leaving from the castle to Cologne, like that ride was very quiet, I'll say the least, to say the least. Very quiet. But we were like, you know what? Things happen. And if this was our end of the road, this is our end of the road. But at least, we did the best we could. We ran the race how we wanted it. We didn't want to be the mean team. We wanted to, if we could help you in any way, just like Greg and John helped us, we can help you and it not, hurt us, then that's fine. And, looking back, I have this amazing experience. I was able to travel to Thailand, Vietnam, India. Who can say they traveled to those countries? No one. Some people can, but to do that, for me to be able to, get on my favorite TV show, check off my bucket list. Like these are memories that Melena and I will hold dearly to our hearts forever. This is something that both her and I can show her son, my godson, keep on doing what you need to do, persevering. And even if, we got eliminated, we're going to walk away gracefully and with our heads high. And guess what? We've made friends with 12 teams that now, I can say that's my family. Like, we are part of the Amazing Race family. So,
welcome to the Amazing Race family. We're a
yes,
good
thank
family.
you.
So when I next see you, first round's on me, as promised.
Oh, yes. Yes, let's throw them back.
Yes. And I love it because it's not just the Amazing Race family, because I come from the Survivor world.
Yes.
So it's the CBS family. I do want to know, now that you've done Amazing Race, would you do Big Brother? Would you do Survivor?
Funny you say that, because I definitely would want to do Big Brother. So if you want to do an order, Amazing Race is at the top on the list, Big Brother, and then Survivor. The only reason why Survivor is third is because I don't like bugs, and so I don't know how I would be able to do bugs in Survivor. I wouldn't be able to survive.
So
I couldn't even eat no bugs. So I'm up laying out on this floor with a bug. I cannot. Even now, like, if I see a bug in my house, I am going crazy. Let me tell you. So that's the only reason why Survivor. For me, I love challenges. I love competitions. I love, that's why I did the high rise. I like thrills. So for me, doing Amazing Race and doing Survivor, that's right up my alley. Like, I would love to do that, minus the bugs. So, but for social wise, Big Brother, I could do that. Big Brother, let's play this social game. Let me get all up in your mind. Mm-hmm.
CBS, take note.
Okay,
yes.
Listen.
So put it out in the CBS world. They should do the Amazing Race Unfinished Business. And bring that to Jawns. Yes, I gave you the title.
You heard it first. You heard it here first on the Purple Pants podcast. Well, Andrea, it has been such a joy and a treat to watch the Philly Jawns compete. I still, in my heart, and I tell Brooke like this all the time, y'all the winner of the season, okay? Because Philly supports Philly. We love your energy, and I can't wait to see you two very, very soon.
Yes, very soon.
This has been a joy. You guys were great to watch. You were fun to watch. I'm sad you won't be there, but I look forward to seeing you in real life and having a real friendship outside of
definitely.
The show. So thank you for taking the time.
Thank you so much, Brooke and Brice. Oh, this is great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Pit, stop. Pit, stop. It's a pit, stop. Pit, stop. It's a pit, stop. Pit, stop. It's a